You hear the word everywhere. Buy assets, build assets, invest in assets. But stop for a moment and ask yourself a simple question. Do you actually know what an asset is? Most people think they do. But when you look at their lives, the things they buy, the things they chase, the things they call investments, you realize something shocking. They're not buying assets. They're buying responsibilities, liabilities, expenses disguised as progress. And that misunderstanding is the reason why people work for decades and still feel like they're drowning. Today, we're going to strip away the noise and redefine the word asset in a way that actually makes you wealthy, not confused. Here's the truth nobody teaches you. An asset is anything that pays you. A liability is anything that costs you. But the deeper truth, an asset isn't defined by the object, it's defined by the relationship you have with it. A house can be an asset. A house can also be a liability. A business can make you wealthy. A business can also destroy your life. A skill can change your income. A skill can also fade into nothing if you don't use it. The system taught people to identify assets by category. Real estate equals asset. Stocks equals asset. Business equals asset. But real wealth is created by a different definition. Assets are tools, but you decide whether they work for you or against you. Most people fail because they believe assets exist outside themselves. But the foundation of every real asset is internal. Your discipline, your knowledge, your behavior. The thing isn't the asset. You are. Social media created a fantasy around assets. Buy a Rolex, it's an investment. Own property, you're building wealth. Start a business, you'll be free. Buy crypto, it's the future. But the illusion is simple. Most people aren't buying assets, they're buying status. The luxury bag you call value, it loses money the moment you walk out with it. The apartment you call investment, it's eating your salary every month. The business you call freedom, it's draining your sleep, your time, your mental health. The course you bought, still unopened. The biggest illusion is this. People think owning something makes it an asset, but it only becomes an asset when it pays you without draining you. The world sells dreams, but dreams don't pay dividends. Only real assets do, and most people aren't buying them. Here's the harsh truth. The financial system profits when you misunderstand assets. Banks want you to take loans. Brands want you to buy lifestyle. Platforms want you to buy hype. Influencers want you to chase trends. Everything around you is engineered to make liabilities look like wealth. That's why people go broke buying cars that impress strangers. People drown in mortgages that don't produce income. People invest in businesses they don't understand. People chase investments they can't explain. The system doesn't want you to ask, does this pay me? It only wants you to ask, do I want this? And when desire replaces discipline, you become the asset, fuel for the system. But the moment you see the world clearly, the game changes. If you're ready to build assets inside you before the world around you, hit subscribe. This is where real wealth begins. If you want real wealth, start with the assets that compound internally before you chase the ones that compound financially. 1. Your skills, the asset that can't be taken. Skills create income. Income creates options. Options create freedom. Skills are the foundation of every fortune. 2. Your time systems, the asset that creates consistency. A system is an invisible asset. Routines, habits, automation, these turn effort into results. People chase money. The wealthy chase time. 3. Your mindset, the asset that directs all assets. Your beliefs about money decide your behaviors with money. A poor mindset destroys opportunities. A wealthy mindset multiplies them. You can lose money. You can lose a job. But if you don't lose your mindset, you'll rebuild everything. 4. Your financial knowledge, the asset that protects you. You don't get rich by buying assets. You get rich by understanding them. Because knowledge transforms three things: how you earn, how you spend, and how you grow. Only when these four internal assets are strong should you move to external assets: business, investments, real estate, digital products, intellectual property. Because external wealth without internal discipline is just a fast way to lose everything. So maybe the real question isn't, what should I invest in? Maybe the real question is, what kind of person do I need to become so my investments actually work? Because wealth isn't built by buying things. It's built by building identity, behavior, and strategy. When you master that, every tool becomes an asset. Every decision becomes leverage. Every step becomes progress. Think beyond the numbers. This is Fund, Money, Mental.